my family, to the love of my life, to all my subscribers. Bless you all. Appreciate y'all being here. Something unusual today, but I couldn't resist, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful drive. I'm in Oregon, working my way toward Tillamook, and it's not a refrigerated load. I'm picking up a load that's what we consider dry, which means no reefer. And I hope it's not too terribly bouncy. We'll find out in post-production. But man, I just couldn't resist this scenery, this view. It's just a beautiful place, man. This is a beautiful place. I was in the port of Oakland not terribly long ago. Not nearly as beautiful as this. Trust me when I tell you. I'm going to take that one a little wide because there's quite a ditch over there on the right side. Tucking in behind that logging truck up there. These are tight turns, so you gotta put the steering axle out there on the fog line so that your tandems stay inside the lane. But yeah, anyway, so last night I delivered a load to Winco Distribution Center. That was a pretty easy load. I was very impressed. They had, it was a lumper situation, which you just never know. You never know how those are going to go, but that was one of the best lumper situations and executions that I've ever endured. So it was fantastic. Not bad. Lucked out. Went to Aurora because for this load I have to give them a printed copy of my tear weight. Tear weight being what I weigh empty. So I had to give them a copy of that. So I had to find a CAT scale, which happened to be at a Flying J in Aurora, Long I-5. So I went to that, and when I went inside to go get my ticket, there was a dude, when I came back out, I mean, his timing was impeccable. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm getting my print ticket, or weight ticket, and dude pulls out at, 1:30 in the morning, and I slid right in, man. So it was a completely full truck stop. A lot of creative parking going on. And then just as I'm loaded in the truck and ready to go, this dude decides to pull out because he's on his way. So yip, yahoo. Boy, did I luck out. So I actually had a decent place to spend the night last night and got a shower today. So, hey, I'll take it. I like being able to take a shower in the morning. So here we are again with some pretty tight curves. We're on Highway 22 in Oregon, headed kind of northwest. We're going toward the coast. We're going to be in the port of Tillamook to pick up this load. I have no clue what I'm picking up. I thought, immediately when I think of Tillamook, I think of cheese or dairy products of some sort, which I, would be sure would need refrigeration, but apparently not. See how that ditch just falls off on the right? Yeah, you don't want to get your tandems in that because that'll be over with. to get this load today, and I'm going to head back to the yard with it. I'm going to drop this trailer there, which is fine with me. And then I'm going to pick up another trailer there, and I'll leave either this evening or probably tomorrow morning, because I'm going to be real low on time by the time I get back to the yard, if I even make it. And that load will go to Terrell, Texas. I don't know where that is in association to my family that's down in the Dallas area. I've heard of Terrell, but I don't exactly know where it's at. And I didn't map it yesterday, so not real sure. But anyway, so on my way to Texas, got to see my brother not too long ago up in Illinois. I took a load to Rochelle, and now I'm going to Terrell, so it'd be nice to be able to see my folks and my sister, hopefully my nephew. I mean, I don't get to see my nephew and niece-in-law very much when I get there. They work wicked hours though, so it's totally understandable. But I'd really like to be able to see them. All of them are they're up in they're up above Dallas by about an hour. Oh, narrow bridge, 2 trucks. Yeah, that was fun. Get that cleaned off. I mean, really, this is like a field trip load for a brother. You know, when you're going through this kind of I could live here. I could live right here. I don't care that it's wet. I don't think Mama would like that too much, because it's wet a lot here. But look how beautiful it is, man. Wish I could smell it. Got my windows up. A very rare view of the road. Yeah, never mind that. Matter of fact, I'm just going to turn that off, because we're going to be running on the lines quite a bit on a twisty turny like this. Kind of narrow. Pretty that is. Come on, man. This is just beautiful. I'm empty, so I'm able to keep up with this logger fairly easily, because once we catch a little hill like this, it really bogs him down. It bogs me down too, but I can pick up speed a little bit better than he can. Truck. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind this little change of pace here. It's just so beautiful ripping through this particular road in Oregon. In about 17 miles, I'm going to get up to US Highway 101. Very familiar with that, as the 101 goes all the way down through and beyond Los Angeles. So, being from SoCal, we travel the 101 a lot. As a matter of fact, Santa Barbara. It's just, it's right up against the coast. You're northbound. The Pacific Ocean's on your left. And then the coastal mountains are on your right. There's several of them, several different names of them. And so it's beautiful up there. Now, I don't know if we've been on the 101 this far north. I have in the past, but it was many moon ago. So I'm not exactly sure. I mean, anyway, I know I've been up there. I just don't think Mama has. We have been on the 101 up by Oregon and into Oregon. That was in like October of 15. After I had my back surgery, had some time off, so we went up there. Yeah, I sure did. And I stuffed my nose in the air to the folks that might be listening from my old employer. Yep, I sure did travel up there. And it was a beautiful run. Thank you very much. Great for my mental health. Nobody cared about mental health in that gig. Only the mental health of the children. The children. I don't think they're doing a very good job. But anyway, look at all this. Dude, come on, man. Tell me this ain't a field trip load. Tell me, somebody say it in the comments that this ain't a field trip load. Come on, bud. Of course it's a field trip load. This is beautiful. I'm so used to, interstates and off-ramps and on-ramps and side roads that are in the city somewhere, USA. But man, when you get tucked away like this is just where it's at right here. I love it. We're in no real big hurry. We're on schedule. My pickup's at 1 o'clock. I mean, it's a little tight, but we're all right. Pickup's at 1 o'clock at Port of Tillamook. And it says I'm going to be there at 12:50. So, we're okay. We're doing good. 14 miles to the 101, and it'll open up then. Look at that drop off. This is exactly where you don't want your tandems. In that ditch. Yeah, thank you, no. See, these tighter ones, you really got to go a little bit wide because your tandems will go in that ditch if you're not wide enough. Even though I'm sucked up to probably under 40 feet with the bridge where my tandems are. I said, what are you talking about, bridge? You're not on the bridge. Correct. The bridge in trucking is the distance between the kingpin on the trailer to the center of the rear axle. That's the bridge. And there are, quote, bridge laws, end quote, like in California. 40-foot bridge law in California can't be more than 40 feet long from the kingpin to the center of the rear axle on the tandems. So I'm about 39 feet. So it does help me get through these turns. If I was at, 48 feet, 49 feet would be a little rougher to get through these tight turns, like kind of like this one. Growing on the branches. I don't know how well you can see that, but man, I wish you could. I hope you can. Another tight one, taking a little bit wide. You know, that wide drift is deliberate. That's not an accident. Oh look, a tanker. KW T880. What that was. Starting to become a little more familiar with that truck. Look at this ditch. Ooh. Definitely don't want to go down that. You're coming out of that without a record. Alright, here we go with a 25 mile an hour curve. Definitely a logging area, isn't it? I saw a log yard on my way here. Pretty close to McMinnville. I don't exactly remember the name of the little town it was in, but somewhere around McMinnville. I've heard of McMinnville, but I don't know why. Oregon. Not sure why that is. I'm going to edit, so if you're bored, I get it. I do get it, but man, this is just, it was just too tempting not to bring it to y'all's attention because it's just so beautiful. Moss growing on the trees, everything's so green. Look at the ground cover and how green that is. Misty Mountain Pop. Now we're in Tillamook County. We're getting close. We're less than 30 miles from our pickup. Just under 30 miles, 29 is what it says on my GPS. So we're not far. I just don't know.
Continue on Oregon 22.
I am. And I don't know what my route back is going to be when I need to go catch I-84 to go along the Columbia. Stay. Pacific City is on the coast with that intersection right there we just went by. But we don't want to go that way. We're going to be above Pacific City. didn't look that like a port to me when I put it on my GPS. The place I'm going is right next to a prison, though. Probably the prettiest prison in the country. From Woodburn, Oregon to Aurora, Oregon to Tillamook. That's Winco to Port of Tillamook. Winco is in Woodburn. Off I-5. This old brother's going to be turning in on this area here. Alright. Seems like an odd place. I don't really see where he would unload it. Maybe he's not. Oh no, he just pulled over. Because he's a nice guy. There's some cars behind us, but I'm not pulling over. I've got a destination to be at. So I'm going to do it. They can go around me if they want to. And you can see we got a nice straight stretch here. It's a little foggy ahead. Oh yeah, these are my kind of days. It's supposed to be snow above 5,000 feet. I don't know what 1,000 feet we are, but it's, I don't think it's 5. It's not snowing. And I'm not sure if that's during the day or if that's this evening. I'm under 9 miles to the 101, so I'll keep you with me on this whole 22, and then when we get to the 101, I'll sign off. But what a great travels, hey? As I said earlier on in the show, lovely field trip load. These are the kind of loads that, you know, truckers just love this kind of stuff. You know, it's a beautiful place. When else would I be getting up to something this beautiful? Living in the desert, you know, I'd have to make a valiant effort to go to someplace like this, and then they give me a load that takes me this way. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty appreciative of that. This is like you might even be able to see it on the windshield. I'm not sure. This is a real misty rain that you know, it's coming down into more like a drizzle through this beautiful place and this little itty bitty bridge. Sometimes when I'm loaded and I've got, you know, 70,000 pounds on or more, and I go over little bridges like that, I just cringe. You know, I'm not afraid of bridges, particularly the ones that, you know, go over, man, there's one that goes over Lake Charles in Louisiana that is Interstate 10 that is huge. And when I say huge, I mean it's high, way up there. It's 135 feet above. I mean, I call it Lake Charles, but apparently it's some gigantic river that is like a French name. There's a lot of French references down there in Louisiana. Some folks mighty Mississippi, going into Mississippi. Not quite as tall as the Lake Charles one, but it's pretty tall too. And when you climb the whatever end of the bridge you're climbing, it's going to be the east or west side, no matter what. It looks like you're taking off in an airplane because you just go way up above the ground floor level. It's crazy. But bridges like around here, they're just barely above a culvert or a little river running alongside the road now. The river runs through it. It's a 30-minute video, but you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. So we're going to keep y'all tuned in. I couldn't resist. And you've traveled the entire length, or will have traveled the entire length of Highway 22 in Oregon. It's a state highway. Nice little river run alongside the road. No idea what river that is, but I'm sure there's fish in it. Anyway, the entire 22 all the way to the 101 in the beautiful, beautiful state of Oregon. We're in the Cascades. We're on the west coast, and we're going over a little bridge. 41-ton bridge, so that'll handle a big truck real easy. I cannot weigh more than 40 tons. That's 80,000 pounds. But I can get close. Uh-oh. Y'all got tangled up on that. The phone touched the steering wheel and just grip the phone. I'm seeing big trucks come the other way like this guy, and I'm not real sure if I'm going to be ending up coming back this way. I really don't know. Might be a northern side travels that I could make, and if we have another bitchin' road like this one, I'll tune you all in. This one's lovely. But who cares? When it's this beautiful, you know what I mean? You're laying in your bed, you're laying on your couch, you're chilling in the recliner. It doesn't matter where you are, just take yourself away for a minute. You know what I mean? Get you an adult beverage. Maybe some seaweed. If that's what you do. And enjoy the travels. Take yourself away for a minute. Brought to you by Clydesdale Reefer Truckin on the YouTube. Man, look at this. It's just like it's just got thicker all of a sudden. clouds are low, but they're not on the street. So that's okay with me. Fog to me is probably the most dangerous thing you can drive in. I mean, ice runs a tight second, but I think I'd rather see and not slip than not see at all. There's a section of Interstate 80 in Utah, west
In
of Salt Lake
1.25
City.
miles, turn right on US 101.
Up there in Salt Lake City, west of Salt Lake City, that really fogs up. It's a long straightaway, but it just gets real foggy. Been through there on a couple of occasions on the way through and toward Bonneville Salt Flats, and it's just a foggy neck of the woods. Gotta bring her down. Coming into a 30-mile-an-hour area. God, just look at the river there on the left. Oh my goodness. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. I'm glad y'all are with me. And if you have stuck around this long, put a like on this. I know I will. Just because it's beautiful. I don't know what town this is. Did y'all see a sign?
Quarter mile, turn right onto US 101 North.
I need a sign to let me know where I am.
Turn right at the stop sign.
There he is. There's my hero right there.
Woo!
Woo! Go, brother. You go, brother. Looks like I'm in Three Rivers. Or no, Hebo. H-E-B-O. Hebo.
Continue on US 101.
Oh, I should have stopped there and got a coffee. Maybe I'll stop there on the way back. Little Hebo coffee grounds. I do enjoy a coffee. Okay, so you might be thinking, wow, I thought the 101 was going to be a freeway. No, it's not. When you get up here, this is what the 101 looks like. See the sign there? 101. You're on the 101, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. And we're glad you came along with us. This is just another beautiful run, beautiful stretch of highway up here in just beautiful west coast of Oregon. Absolutely a beautiful place. So I think I'm going to just cut it off right here. I think you've gotten a really, really, really good idea of what this is like. I just took you on Oregon State Highway 22 and connected you up to the 101. So hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for coming. No swivel here, and you do know who love you. It's your boy, it's Clydesdale, Leonard's Express, Clydesdale Reefer Truckin'. Peace.